Hello and welcome to What Are We Playing This Week, the show where I try to recommend to you some video games that you may want to try and play that all have the exact same theme, and today's theme is card games. So you want to play with cards, don't you, but you don't have any friends or any cards? Well, no sweat because games have you covered, baby. There's a plenty of them. Not gonna recommend Hearthstone because everybody already plays it. So let's begin with the Witcher adventure game. Now at first glance you may say to yourself, but wait a minute, isn't this a board game and not a card game? Well, here's the thing. Board games and card games at a certain level can be the exact same thing. Sure, the Witcher adventure game requires a board for you to play on, but it's mostly a card game. One where the cards are, well, the only way you can progress, the only way you can actually do stuff. You can play this either against the AI or against other humans, and I recommend trying it out first against the AI because against other humans it can take a while to finish and you can just mostly skip over the AI's turns because it can do it very fast. In this adventure game, you will take the role of either Geralt, Yarpen, Triss or Dandelion, with your objective being to, well, select a quest card first, and then do your best to complete that quest by moving from region to region, getting cards, getting more cards, getting coins to buy more cards, and in general using cards and dice. Yeah, there's dice in there too, but they're not dicey dice, they're special dice, and they require you to have some cards to be used properly. It's a card game. Well, it's a card dice. It has cards in it. Let's make that concession. It has cards in it, and I'm putting it here. And you can buy it right now off GOG for just €2.30 since the big sale is still going on. If the sale isn't going on, well, you're gonna have to spend about €10 on it, and well. For €10, yeah, it can be fun, but it's gonna be a lot funner if you actually can get some other players, like human players, with you and play each other over Skype and see them get mad at you because they still don't get it that you can literally beat them with any characters by giving them a 2-round advance. Sure, they may not talk to you for about 2 months, but hey, they knew what they were getting into. They wanted to see what hardcore looked like and, well, you showed them and they got scared. Next up on the list is a game called Spellweaver, which is sort of a combination between Magic the Gathering, a thing that Ubisoft had, and maybe a bit of Hearthstone. It has a lot more complexity to it than Hearthstone, but there's a chance it won't drive you crazy with all the expansions and all the mechanics and old and new and extra unbeatable cards, like indestructible cards really, that, you know, Magic the Gathering had. If you haven't heard of this before and are afraid to buy it because, you know, there may not be a lot of players, and well, you're in luck because this doesn't actually cost a thing. Spellweaver is free. You can play it to your heart's content. There are some things you can buy, but still, it's a free game. It still works, and for people that want an alternative to Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone or that thing Ubisoft made or that thing that Bethesda made or that thing, everybody has a goddamn card game these days. What the hell, people? Do something else. Well, just try Spellweaver. You can find it on Steam. It's free. And going by that same logic, we have Card Hunter, which is also a free game on Steam, but it's a card game that's a bit different than, well, Hearthstone, Spellweaver, the other things. In it, you control a bunch of characters that you move around through dungeons, through adventures, and cards represent their abilities, their powers. And you get equipment that gives them more abilities, more cards, more powers, and you have to use them intelligently through your adventure, or, you know, they'll die and you'll have to start over again and again and again until you actually manage to kill those goddamn goblins. The quest structure reminds me a bit of the old Saga, which I would have recommended to you because that too is a card game. It's actually it was a very good trading card game combined with Total War, like the Total War mechanics of the game, the combat mechanics, but that got shut down a few months ago, sadly, so yeah, it won't be coming back. Too bad because, well, I probably won't see my golden dragon again. You can get Card Hunter on Steam for free, or you can actually play it in your browser if that option is still available. I don't know, I haven't used it in about a year. Well, that would be it for the card games edition of What We're Playing this week. Tune in next time where I try to recommend some other games based on a certain criteria that may or may not be related to felines. That would be cats. Kittens, yay! Finally a show that'll get hits. Thank you for watching this show. If you enjoyed it, please consider watching some of our other videos and maybe sharing them or giving a thumbs up if you feel like it. And if you really liked what you saw, please check out our Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you could help us make much better shows and get some rewards in the process. Or you could consider buying my book called Tale of Doom. Volume 1 is out now and available for just $2. And as always, if you thought it was horrible, you know where to find me and complain about it.